Once upon a time, America was healthy and prosperous. There were a few rich and a few poor, but the vast majority were in the middle. A mailman could buy a home, provide for his wife and 3 kids, and maybe even send them to college. The schools were good and the streets were safe. The American people believed in the future and paid taxes to keep the country running. The poor paid a little bit of taxes, the middle class paid a medium amount, and the rich paid the most. Everyone thought this was fair until one day the rich decided they weren't rich enough. The rich found ways to evade taxes. They uncovered loopholes in tax laws to shelter their money. They also bought elections and manipulated politics in order to keep as much of their money as possible. With all the extra wealth, the rich took their money and built factories in countries where labor was dirt cheap and workers had no rights. As the rich grew richer, the American workforce lost power. The middle class began to disappear and the wealth gap grew wider. In order to keep the American people in line, the rich bought newspapers, TV, radio stations, and broadcasted the message that this was all for the better interest of the people and that money would trickle down. As it stands today, the top 1% of the population owns 40% of the country's wealth. The bottom half only controls 2.5%. A CEO earns 400 times what the average employee earns, which means that it takes an employee 50 days to earn what the CEO earns in 1 hour. How can Mr. Mailman support his family now? Is there no alternative? Or can the 99% come together and reverse this